My beloved child, tonight the heavens have stirred with a message that carries weight beyond your imagination. Archangel Michael himself has whispered your name into the chambers of eternity, for something has been written in the unseen realms about your life. Tonight, a hidden secret will be uncovered, a truth so extraordinary that it will change the way you see your destiny. A forgotten relative, whose name you may not have spoken in years, has been watching over you from the heavenly courts. They carried in their heart a gift, a treasure, a royal fortune so vast and so astonishing, that the moment you hear of it, your heart will tremble with awe. But the most shocking part is not the fortune itself, it is the condition tied to it, a condition that will blow your mind and unlock a chapter of destiny you never thought belonged to you. Do not take these words lightly, my beloved child. For tonight, as the clock ticks, the veil between what is hidden and what is revealed grows thin. Heaven has prepared this moment with divine precision, and it is no accident that you are hearing this message. Imagine the unseen halls of heaven, where angels move like winds of fire, carrying scrolls sealed with the names of God's chosen children. On one of those scrolls, written in golden letters, is your name. Next to your name, a decree has been opened, a declaration that a forgotten relative, one who carried both love and pain in their journey on earth, has left behind not just wealth, but a responsibility, a legacy, and a destiny that only you can fulfill. My beloved child, let your heart not grow restless as you listen, for the heavens are aligning with your spirit right now. Archangel Michael has been circling your life like a mighty guardian, ensuring that no force of darkness interrupts this divine unveiling. There are whispers in the wind that tell of a fortune prepared for you, a fortune not measured by mere coins, but by honor, inheritance, and divine restoration. This wealth has traveled through generations, slipping past the hands of the unworthy, waiting for the chosen one, and tonight it stops at you. But hear me clearly, the condition will astonish you. It is not written in contracts made by man, nor in the ink of lawyers and judges. It is written in heaven's book of truth. The condition is not about greed or selfishness, it is about purpose. It is about fulfilling something your forgotten relative could not finish in their lifetime. They were given a mission, but death cut them short. And so heaven, in its infinite wisdom, has preserved their fortune and tied it to your destiny. You are the one chosen to carry forward what they left undone. My beloved child, do you not see? You are not listening to this message by chance. The fact that you are here tonight means heaven has orchestrated every step to bring you face to face with this revelation. For years you may have felt overlooked, underestimated, or bypassed by opportunities. You may have thought others received what you deserved. But now the divine tables are turning. What was once hidden, what was once locked away, is now being revealed. A relative you may have even forgotten has not forgotten you in the courts of heaven. Their love for you and their unfinished assignment has caused your name to be engraved in the testament of the divine. This is why Archangel Michael has been restless. This is why tonight you are feeling something stirring in your spirit, something you cannot explain. It is because heaven is about to deliver what belongs to you. The fortune is not just wealth, it is restoration. It is not just money, it is honor. It is not just property, it is the return of your rightful inheritance. And yet, the condition is unlike anything you have imagined. Heaven is asking you not to hoard, but to walk in obedience. The fortune is tied to your willingness to open your heart, to release forgiveness, and to take the step your relative could not. Can you feel the weight of this moment, my beloved child? Heaven is watching to see what you will do. Archangel Michael is standing guard, holding back forces of confusion, because this revelation is yours and yours alone. Others cannot see it. Others cannot touch it. Others cannot claim it. For heaven has sealed it with your name. Do not think this message is just words, for even as you are listening, doors are beginning to move in your favor. There are accounts that once ignored your name, suddenly being stirred. There are letters that once collected dust, suddenly coming alive. There are conversations happening in rooms you cannot see, where your name is being spoken with urgency. All of this is happening because heaven is orchestrating your inheritance to reach you. But wait, let me tell you the truth that will blow your mind. The condition attached to this royal fortune is a test of the heart. Heaven has said, they must release what they hold against the past, for the blessing of the future cannot live in a heart chained to yesterday. Do you see, beloved child? Your forgotten relative carried a burden. They wanted peace in the family, but it never came. They wanted forgiveness, but they never received it. And so their fortune carries a spiritual key. Only when your heart aligns with heaven's call to forgive, only when you choose to walk in peace, will this inheritance open fully to you. Do you now understand why this message is urgent? This is not just about wealth. This is about healing. This is about restoration. This is about setting right what was broken for years. My beloved child, tonight heaven has chosen you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not small. A royal inheritance is calling your name. A forgotten relative is smiling in heaven, knowing that finally the chain will break through you. And Archangel Michael is standing beside you, ensuring that no distraction pulls you away from this revelation. Stay with me till the end, for what I will reveal next will shake your heart and lift your spirit higher than ever before. My beloved child, as you sit here listening with your spirit wide open, know this truth: what you are receiving is not just a story, it is a prophecy. For heaven does not waste words, and Archangel Michael does not deliver messages without urgency. Tonight, you are standing at the edge of an unveiling, a door that few ever get to open. And this door carries the inscription of a forgotten relative, one whose name has been hidden from the conversations of family, one whose story was perhaps erased, but whose destiny is now being rewritten through you. Do you feel it, beloved child? That sense of something pressing on your soul? That gentle weight in your chest that makes you lean closer, as if heaven itself is whispering into your ear? It is no accident. Your name is vibrating in heaven's chambers right now. Archangel Michael has been walking through the corridors of your lineage, searching through generations, and finally he has stopped at you. For God has said, it ends here. It begins here. The inheritance will rest upon this one. Let me tell you what others in your family never told you. There was a relative who carried both pain and greatness. They were entrusted with blessings, with opportunities, with favor, but somewhere along the way, betrayal and injustice surrounded them. Their life became a story unfinished, a song without its final note. They tried to leave behind a legacy, but the world mocked them. They tried to protect what they carried, but the enemy stole from them. And so, when they passed from this world into the eternal, they cried out to heaven, asking that their unfinished work, their preserved treasure, would not be wasted. And heaven answered, by sealing their fortune in the vaults of the Spirit, until the day their chosen bloodline would rise to claim it. Beloved child, that chosen one is you. You are the living answer to a prayer whispered decades ago. You are the vessel through which a forgotten relative's tears will finally be redeemed. You are the carrier of a fortune that has not just material value, but divine significance. This wealth carries healing. This inheritance carries honor. This treasure carries justice. It is not random. It is a sign. But here is the part that will shock you: the condition is not about money, property, or legal papers. It is about your heart. The forgotten relative placed before heaven a request, and it has been written as a binding condition. They ask that whoever inherits this wealth must carry love instead of bitterness, forgiveness instead of hatred, light instead of darkness. Do you understand the weight of that? It means that heaven is giving you the key, but the lock will only open when your heart aligns with heaven's will. Think about it, my beloved child. How many times have you seen blessings in your life delayed, opportunities stolen, and doors shut? It was not because you were unworthy. It was because heaven was waiting for this exact moment. Waiting for you to let go of what hurt you, so you could finally grab hold of what heals you. Waiting for you to rise above betrayal, so you could walk into inheritance. Waiting for you to stop asking, "Why me?" and start declaring, "It ends with me, and it begins with me." Do you see the bigger picture now? That forgotten relative was not just leaving behind riches, they were leaving behind a divine mission. And you, beloved child, are the chosen one to complete it. Archangel Michael has been stirring the heavens for hours, calling your name with authority, because if you miss this revelation, the chain may remain unbroken for another generation. But tonight, something greater is happening. The chains are breaking, and the light of God is shining on you. Beloved child, let me take you deeper. Do you realize that your relative's fortune is not just a blessing for you, but a turning point for your entire bloodline? When you accept this calling, curses that lingered for years will be shattered. Patterns of loss, of betrayal, of emptiness that haunted your family will dissolve. You will no longer live as one surviving day by day, you will rise as one chosen to restore a legacy. This is bigger than you. This is a divine shift for generations after you. Your children, and their children, will live under the shade of this inheritance. This forgotten relative, though absent from your life in the natural, is about to be the reason your lineage is healed forever. Do you now understand why Archangel Michael is restless? Why he has been crying your name into the winds of heaven tonight? Because this is not ordinary. This is a once-in-a-lifetime unveiling. This is the kind of shift that makes angels gather to witness. This is the kind of release that shakes the earth and makes demons flee. For when God restores, He does not restore in part, He restores in fullness. And beloved child, let me speak plainly, the fortune that is tied to your name will come suddenly. Letters you never expected will arrive. Calls you never imagined will ring. Documents that were hidden will surface. People you thought forgot you will suddenly be reminded of your name. This is how heaven works. What was sealed will be unsealed. What was closed will be opened. What was buried will rise. And all of it has been waiting for this exact moment, the moment you hear this message and choose obedience. Do not doubt, beloved child. The fortune is real. The relative is real. The inheritance is real. And the condition is divine. Heaven has said, they must walk in forgiveness, for bitterness cannot guard a treasure of light. And so tonight, you are being asked not to harden your heart, but to let it soften. Not to hold on to pain, but to release it. Not to be chained to anger, but to rise in peace. And as you do, watch how doors swing open that no man can shut. My beloved child, this is why you cannot skip this message. This is why you cannot scroll away. Because every second you hear these words, your spirit is aligning with heaven's decree. And as you align, the fortune moves closer. The inheritance grows nearer. The forgotten relative's prayer grows louder. And Archangel Michael's sword cuts away every resistance that has tried to delay you. Stay with me. Listen closely. For in the next part, I will reveal how this forgotten relative's tears became the key that now unlocks your tomorrow. The condition will not break you, it will elevate you. And once you see it, you will never be the same again. My beloved child, now lean closer, for heaven desires to take you deeper into this mystery. You have heard of the forgotten relative, of the fortune sealed in heaven, and of the condition tied to your destiny. But now, let me uncover what others could never tell you, what your family never spoke of, and what your spirit has been waiting to hear. For this relative was not just flesh and blood, they were a soul marked with divine favor, a soul who carried a mission larger than themselves. Their departure from the earth left an unfinished story, but tonight, that story finds its completion in you. Listen carefully. In the courts of heaven, where angels ascend and descend like flames of fire, there was a moment when your relative stood before the throne of God. Their time on earth had ended, their breath had stilled, and their soul was called into eternity. But instead of only resting in silence, they cried out. They said, Father, do not let my blessings fall into the wrong hands. Do not let my inheritance rot in the dust. Preserve it, Lord, and assign it to the one in my bloodline who will carry my heart. And heaven heard that cry. The angels bowed, and God commanded, seal the treasure until the appointed one comes forth. Beloved child, that appointed one is you. Heaven delayed the blessing until your name was ready to be called. This is why it feels like so many things in your life were postponed, why doors seem to wait before opening. It was not denial, it was divine timing. Heaven was waiting for the moment when your spirit would be mature enough to receive what your relative prayed for. And tonight, that timing has arrived. Do not think it strange that you are hearing this message now. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. For Archangel Michael has been walking through your family's history, holding in his hand the sealed scroll of your inheritance. And tonight, for the first time, that scroll is being unsealed before you. Your name is shining upon it like fire. Your destiny is opening like a book. Your forgotten relative's voice is echoing in the chambers of heaven, saying, "Finally, Lord, they have arrived." Let me tell you more about this relative. They were one who carried wounds, yes, but also wisdom. They were misunderstood, often mocked, sometimes ignored, but within them was a treasure the world could not see. When they lived, they tried to leave love behind. They tried to mend broken ties. They tried to build bridges. But life's cruelty robbed them of their chance. And so, in their final breath, they placed the responsibility on heaven, asking God to pass it forward. Beloved child, that prayer has hovered above your life like an unseen shield. It is the reason why, even when everything felt lost, you never broke. It is the reason why, though storms came, you always found a way to stand. It is the reason why, even in your lowest valley, there was still a whisper of hope inside you. You thought it was your strength, but it was their prayer covering you. You thought it was coincidence, but it was their inheritance waiting for you. And now heaven is saying, the time of waiting is over. The time of release has come. The fortune is moving toward you like a river released from a dam. The doors that resisted you are falling open. The letters that carried silence are being rewritten. The opportunities that were held back are being restored. And all of it is tied to this one truth: you are the chosen vessel to complete what your relative could not finish. But let me remind you again, my beloved child, the condition remains. Heaven is watching your heart. Archangel Michael is not only delivering the fortune, he is weighing your spirit. Will you choose forgiveness over revenge? Will you choose love over resentment? Will you choose to build rather than to break? For the key that unlocks this fortune is not gold, not silver, not signatures, it is the softness of your heart. Do not be afraid of this condition. Do not think it impossible. For heaven would not give you a key too heavy to carry. The truth is, the very pain you have endured has been preparing you for this moment. Every betrayal has softened you. Every loss has humbled you. Every tear has watered the soil of your destiny. And now, when you release the bitterness that clings, you will unlock not only a fortune, but freedom. Beloved child, imagine this: your forgotten relative watching from heaven, smiling with tears in their eyes, as they see you receiving what they prayed for. Imagine Archangel Michael lifting his sword, cutting through the resistance, declaring, "This one is ready, this one is worthy, this one is chosen." Imagine the heavenly choir rising in song, celebrating the fact that your family line is finally breaking free. Do you see how weighty this is? This is no small inheritance. This is a generational shift. And let me tell you a secret that will make your heart tremble: the fortune is not just material. Yes, there are physical blessings, resources, even wealth tied to your name. But there is also spiritual authority, divine favor, and generational healing included. The inheritance you are about to receive is bigger than you imagined. It will not only bless your hands, it will heal your bloodline. It will not only lift your name, it will restore the names of those who were forgotten. It will not only give you peace, it will give peace to those who come after you. This is why heaven has waited until tonight. This is why your spirit feels like it cannot turn away from these words. This is why your heart beats faster as you listen. Because heaven is calling you to rise into your role. The forgotten relative's blessing is not lost. It is alive. It is breathing. And it is waiting to rest upon you. But the question remains, will you say yes? Will you open your heart fully? Will you accept the condition of forgiveness, love, and obedience? For the fortune has already been assigned to your name, but it is your choice that determines how fast it manifests. Heaven will not force your hand, but Archangel Michael is urging you tonight, do not delay, do not hesitate, do not miss this divine moment. Beloved child, stay with me. For in the next part, I will reveal the signs that will begin to appear around you, signs that confirm the inheritance is on its way. You will see them with your own eyes, and they will leave you speechless.